I have been training and certifying coaches for 3 years inside of my coach certification program, The Art and Skill of Coaching. And I have noticed there are 3 different levels of coaches. And everyone wants to be at the top. They want to be a master, someone who is able to coach really deeply and effectively and facilitate transformation for their clients. However, none of us start there. Every single person, even the greats, started at the beginning. And there are levels of education and training and practice and experience that differentiate the different levels of coaching. And you can't skip any steps per se, but you absolutely can get through them quicker and faster than you think with the right support. So let me break down the 3 levels of coaches. I'm going to give you a couple examples of what that might look like so you can check in and identify where you think you are. And then I'm also going to share the next stage of professional development to move to the next stage of coach. So let's start with what I like to call the coach on the rise. So this person probably has personal experience coaching. Maybe they have a personal growth journey of their own. They have the soft skills and they have a deep desire to help other people. So what I like to say is you've got the heart, but you need the skill, right? Likely you're a newer coach and maybe you've even been trained or certified in a model or 2, but you're probably still in the stages of really mastering the basics, getting them down. So you're helping your clients and they like you and they're getting results here and there, and you're helping them build awareness and create goals and maybe even starting to identify those limiting beliefs. However, your coaching is capped. You might feel like there's this invisible barrier that you want to break through, and maybe even your client wants you to break through, but you don't know how. You want to go deeper, but you start to get nervous to open Pandora's box given the complexity of what might be behind there and your insecurity of being able to handle that. And that is okay. Every master has to start with the foundations. But if you want to work deeply with your clients, it might be time to invest in building your skill set and getting support as you implement these new tools that you're learning that are proven and effective in creating human change. There's a difference between helping a client feel supported and helping a client break through to their next level. And you have what it takes. You just might need a little direction. So let's say you make that investment, you get that support, you learn those tools, you get that mentorship, and you do a couple trainings. You're probably a strong coach at this point and have a great foundation. And this is what I like to call the growth-oriented coach. So these are the good coaches. You're working with people, you're showing up with heart, and you have a little bit of skill, but you're hitting this ceiling in your coaching. You want to go deeper. You're great at helping people make progress through changing their behavior, but you want to help people change their lives by changing their limiting beliefs. And there are key tools, especially around nervous system regulation, trauma, and the subconscious mind that would unlock entirely new levels of client transformation. And you are committed to coaching. You're committed to your clients. So it might be time for you to lock arms with an expert who's a few steps ahead of you, who can train you on these advanced level techniques so you can create more impact as a coach and really start to separate yourself from the pack. And when you do that, start to separate yourself, you are now a master in the making. So that's what I like to call level 3. You are coaching on a deep level. You are building your coaching muscle through practice and repetition, and you are really developing your coaching skill set. But now it's time to refine and elevate your practice and really start to move into developing that art form of coaching, where this is just something that you can do seamlessly. And what that means at this level of coaching is really developing your own style of coaching, your own process, your own programs, your own intellectual property, really building your discernment and honing your coach intuition and building your wisdom, not just through sharing through your experience or projecting your thoughts and feelings, but having an informed gut. And the next step in your professional development, like I mentioned previously, is this refinement and simultaneous expansion. It's time to go from good to great. This is elite level coaching. This is mastery. This is where your technique is unparalleled and the value you offer is undeniable, and it's sought out by clients. And so again, those 3 levels are the coach on the rise, the growth-oriented coach, and a master in the making. And if you want to identify what level you're at, I would encourage you to take advantage of the Coach Skill Audit. This is a free quiz that I created to help you identify your coaching strengths, your blind spots, and your growth opportunities to help you move from wherever you are to where you want to be. and what it's going to take to get there. Because great coaching or master level coaching requires a developed skill set. And if you're ready to up level your coaching to go deeper into the psychology, neuroscience, and subconscious patterns of human behavior and growth, this audit, this free self-assessment is your starting point, and the art and skill of coaching could be the right path for you in the next stage of your coaching journey. So grab your free assessment in the show notes today so that you can discover what level you're at and how our advanced coach training, the art and skill of coaching, can support your growth as a coach. Because it is totally possible for you to become a master in the making, regardless of your starting points. And you can bridge that gap in less time than you think. Actually, in as little as 6 months, especially inside of the art and skill of coaching. We've done it with multiple coaches. It does require working directly with someone who has mastered the art and skill of coaching and learning directly from them those coaching frameworks and tools, and simultaneously getting support as you integrate and implement those techniques and develop your ability to take clients deeper and further with utilizing those skills that they could have ever gotten on their own. And that is our goal inside of ASC. Our goal is to take coaches on the rise and that are growth oriented and even the masters in the making and help them become a master, help them coach at an elite level, help them integrate these advanced coaching techniques. And for those that apply and are accepted, they're going to learn the advanced coaching techniques that are going to help their clients break through stubborn, deeply ingrained, and sometimes subconscious mental, emotional, and physical patterns holding them back from what they're capable of creating. You are going to learn how to work with any client, and you're going to have a massive variety of powerful coaching techniques that you feel comfortable and confident in using. So if you are ready to up-level your coaching and separate yourself from the pack and move from good to great and become a trained coach with a lot of technicality behind your skill set, apply using the link in the show notes. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. As always, please show us some love, leave a review or comment, and share this link on your socials or with coaches that you think might really enjoy that coach skill audit. Again, it's free. Grab yours by checking out the link in the show notes. Thank you for listening. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss a new training or podcast episode to help you master the art and skill of coaching.